Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Watch It, Pal. I'm your host, Danny Blanco, and this is... The Art of the Cooking Show. Part 1, History. Nothing just happens. The idea of cooking as a significant pop cultural activity, it needed several waves to attain the status that it currently enjoys. There needed to be a historical structure in place to support it. That first influx came with Julia Child.
We're roasting Miss Chicken today on the French Chef,
whose empowering cooking programs converted the pretense of French cuisine into an accessible, every-man activity. The legacy of Child breathes through all of cooking entertainment, both in its desire to make recipes accessible and its campfire dialogue type of style. Most importantly, Child carved out the possibility of an American chef as someone who had joined the esteemed company of American celebrity.
I'm Julia Child. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
The kitchen became a broadly appealing milieu, which allowed for intriguing...
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
And inspiring success stories to be played out.
So we thought we'd do a video today giving a little history of Brothers Green going from nothing and becoming professional.
Something.
The world had discovered a new form of drama. Fast forward 30 years. In 1996, after 3 years of a relatively lukewarm reception from audiences, the flagship Food Network hires Erica Gruen as their new president and CEO, crowning her as only the second woman to head a U.S. television network.
I believe that fundamentally, something that's entertaining can also be intelligent, can also be instructional.
The newly crowned CEO wasted little time, launching the broadest website for all things food, foodnetwork.com. The synergy between broadcast and broadband leewayed into explosive growth. Within a 2-year interval from 1996 to 1998, the website more than doubled the subscriber base, tripled viewership figures, and consequently multiplied the network's yearly revenue. Gruen did more than create a website. She altered the whole brand of the Food Network. She recognized very simply that people don't watch television to learn things, in the words of Michael Pollan. She shifted the network's target audience from people who love to cook to people who love to eat. A considerably larger universe, and one that, now this is important for a cable network, happens to contain a great many more men. In short, Erica bred the foodie. Or the parasitic yelper, who fused themselves as some alloy of food critic, tourist, and cook a good decade before the trend really took off.
All right, we got a yelper. Give it that special attention. You got it.
Fast forward to 2005. Well, the studio's success starts to turn into its own worst enemy, because the very desires it concocted are what undoes its popularity. Think of artisanal coffee shops. How did they start off? Only when Starbucks took off in popularity and made coffee a big commodity.
And we have a rare Napoli blend. The beans were handpicked by Colobus monkeys in the jungles of Malawi.
Dope.
Naturally, you get folks who want to keep pushing the possibilities of fresh brewed coffee.
Do you like Starbucks?
They're not my favorite coffee, but they're fine.
You basic.
Yeah.
In the words of Vulture's Jesse David Fox, the Food Network was wave number 2 for cooking. It took an American public that largely didn't know or care about cooking and turned them into foodies, which gave them the knowledge and skills to eventually turn their noses up at the network and move on. A host of very different programming emerges. Iron Chef airs in 2005 and churns cooking through the good old sports mill of drama, providing an entirely new melodrama to the genre. This show would turn into the Food Network's cash cow. And others were quick to follow. In 2006, Bravo launches an edgier, more expansive form of culinary competition called Top Chef, which took more from the American Idol mold and toured the whole country to find the best of the best. 2005 is also the debut year for Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations, which combined elements of the travelogue, reality TV, history, and finally, cooking, to give viewers a whole new experience.
People are just intensely connected to food.
You know, it's personal. They're telling you something very intimate about themselves when they offer you something that they like.
Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen debuts in 2005, and Kitchen Nightmares hits the air in 2007. Floodgates are now open.
That's not even lobster, that's just like baby food inside gunk.
A whole new phenotype of viewer, more interested in the actual craft of cooking, emerges. People want to eat, but they also oddly want to learn.
Can I just be more efficient when I chop an onion? I think there is only one way to find out.
So blogs explode in popularity.
Hi, I'm Chef John. I've been cooking professionally for 30 plus years, and the only thing I like better than cooking and eating is teaching people to cook, because then we get to eat.
As the decade closes and the 2010s starts, these independent bloggers slowly begin to realize that buying a camera and learning some editing software isn't that hard.
Hello, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be making Henry's Anytime Chili for One.
At this point, food entertainment transcends the Food Network. They're still a major player, but the cultural forces at large were way stronger than what it could contain.
Hi everybody! Today I'm making Korean fried chicken, sweet and crunchy.
Food entertainment turns into an amorphous creature, greedily taking from sports, reality TV, documentaries, recipe books, and of course, vlogs. Now to convert itself into an omnivorous monster that anyone with cooking utensils and a brain can manipulate with their desire. Tasty creates its Facebook page in July of 2015, bringing a cleanly packaged host of easy-to-share recipe videos that invade everyone's newsfeed. Now all of a sudden, the sheer shareability of food content is discovered. David Chang, Gordon Ramsay, Alton Brown.
When I say grilled cheese sandwich, I mean a grilled sandwich containing grilled cheese.
Bon appetit.
Binging with Babish and everyone in between is out here creating content.
Stars are born seemingly overnight.
And we're gonna bring our Power Stone down firmly, but with happy thoughts. We never crush our nuts with anger, we only crush our nuts with love. Say thank you to the Power Stone.
In every genre and in every language. Maddie Matheson can pose as Jabba the Hutt and bring in as much viewership as the prim and proper Martha Stewart.
And I've cooked steak over lava. I'm sure you didn't even know that, but I have.
Amateurs and pros alike flank the success of this genre. And that idea itself has been distilled into the 4 levels of cooking series by Epicurious. Name any food, name any level of expertise, any personality, production value, or pacing, and you'll now find an exemplary case of it somewhere on the internet, gaining actual traction and scoring real money. Say, if you thought this video was rather swell, please consider following us on Twitter, Instagram, or becoming a contributor to our Patreon. And of course, we'd like for you to comment on your favorite food entertainment story. And give a fat slap to the ass of that subscribe button. I'm your host, Danny Blanco. This has been Watch It, Pal.
Bon appetit!
Make sure you stay tuned for part 2 of The Art of the Cooking Show.